Adam, and welcome to the Airsoft Megastore Troubleshooting video series. It's going to be for all you in situation number 5. If your gun doesn't shoot, even though it sounds like it's shooting, it's just dry firing. Sounds like everything's running like it should, but nothing's coming out the end of the barrel. This is going to be for you. Basically, the first step is to make sure that your magazine is loaded properly. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes your manual says you need a charging load rod and charging tube. With this high cap magazine, that's going to be the one with the gear on the bottom, like 300 round high cap for an M4 and M16, the M5 magazine, AEG magazine, whatever the case may be. If it's a high cap, you don't need that stuff. And this is why. To load the high cap magazine, let me go ahead and do this for you. Essentially, on each magazine that's high cap, there should be a trap door. So the M4, M16 magazine, so there's going to be a sliding trap door on the top. So run through a couple of these real quick. M5s typically will pop up from the back of the top of the magazine. It's like a little door like this, flaps open. AKs will pretty much do the same thing. Typically, it's this big door will flap open on the top. And then, R36, it's a little door on the back that pops down. So essentially, this should be a door. It's called a trap door. What you want to do is take BBs and you want to fill it until, basically you want to fill it until you can see BBs in this hole. Once that happens, go ahead and close the door. Slide the door shut, close it shut, whatever you got to do. Once you're done with that, hold the magazine upright. You're going to find the gear on the bottom. Depends on which magazine you're using. It may roll forward or it may roll backwards, but you're going to go with whatever way it rolls, and you won't be able to roll it opposite of the direction it's supposed to go. So with this particular one, you're going to roll it towards the front of the magazine, and essentially you're going to want to keep winding. I would suggest maybe 15 to 20 winds just to make sure you get the adequate pressure, but what will happen is you'll see a BB in this hole and you'll start to feel resistance. Resistance is normal because what it's doing is it's spinning up the spring on the inside to keep all these BBs going up the magazine rather than just sitting there. So you're going to do it about 15 or 20 times, and after 15 or 20 times you should have sufficient pressure. Just go ahead and load the magazine. Try to fire. If that doesn't work, or it's still misfeeding after that, then we want to take a look at your BBs. You do want to make sure that you have high grade, good brand BBs. Now, we're talking about, we're not saying that you have to buy them directly from us. We're just saying that you get them from somewhere where they specialty carry airsoft or maybe paintball, but mainly airsoft products because you want to get high quality BBs. Don't get the stuff from Walmart. Don't get the stuff from sporting goods stores or anything like that. While they may label their BBs as high quality, ultra polished, whatever the case may be, typically that's not the case. Another thing you want to watch out for in your BBs is just make sure they don't have seams. If your BB has seams, stop using it because those are going to be what jams, misfires, things like that. It's going to cause those types of issues. If you are using used BBs, don't use used BBs because typically they're malformed. Those will also cause jams. BBs with burrs, extra pieces of plastic sticking off of it, typically that's indicative of a low quality BB and you want to stop using those. We tell you this so that way your gun will be in tip-top shape for as long as possible. We try to give you the best BBs as possible so that way you won't have any issues with your gun. If you do decide to use the ones that we tell you not to do, it is going to void your warranty. And just to make sure you're using the right one, you can find a full list of BBs that we do not allow on our website. It's located in the return policy, which is on the left-hand side of the home page. Underneath quick links within the site and product policy, you'll find the return policy. There will be a complete list of BBs to not use. Once that's done and you're still having an issue, last thing we can check would be the hop-up. Make sure that's properly adjusted. Go ahead and go through a few. This would be a standard M4, M16 hop-up. It's located underneath the dust cover on the right side of the gun, on the upper receiver. To turn them off, to turn this particular one off, you're going to rotate it all the way to the back. If you're looking at it, this is the front of your gun, this is the back here. You're going to rotate it all the way to the back. That's going to turn it all the way off. Another example is going to be R36 type hop up. It's basically a tube that rotates. If you look at, here's the back of the gun, here's the front of the gun, you're going to want to rotate it to the right or down to turn the hop up off. So make sure you turn it until it stops, because the hop up will basically keep turning until it stops. And once it stops, it's not going to go any further than that, so don't try to push it any further. Once you got the hop up all the way off, go ahead and take between 20 and 50 shots just to make sure that they're going straight. If you're having issues where they're falling down, then go ahead and do a half turn forward or a half turn to the left, depending on which type of hop up you have. Half turn, take a shot, and then see where your BBs are going from there. But you basically want to do it half turn, or a quarter turn, quarter turn, and take a shot. And if it's not at the right level for you, then go ahead and repeat the same 2 steps until you feel comfortable with it. If these steps don't resolve your issue, please check the email for the additional steps.